Hey guys, what's up? It's me, the-kyle-chronicles, and I'm here with my dad. He's been in a multitude of videos. Also, if you hear noises, it's one of my dad's cats being crazy. But this is part 2 of a 2-parter video. I did part 1 last week with my mom, which I'll link in the description along with everything else. It'll be the first link. But basically, it's like a Q&A with my dad about mostly my transition, but it's 2 parts. So there's a general knowledge part and then like the actual like about me stuff. So we'll start with the general knowledge part. Are you prepared or ready, I guess?
Sure. Cat just hit the camera. Alright.
Rude. What
Okay.
does LGBT stand for?
Isn't there supposed to be LGBTQ in there?
Alright, if you want to get fancy, what does LGBTQA plus stand for? That's right.
Whoa. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans.
Yep.
And there's queer and...
Queer/questioning.
Yes. The I don't remember.
Asexual, aromantic, agender.
Okay.
What does FTM stand for?
FTM?
FTM.
Don't think I've heard you use that before.
You 100% have, because it means female to male.
Ah. Yeah, but you've never referred to it as that.
But you follow me on so many social media where I use it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've had YouTube videos with that in it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Alright, so now what does MTF stand for?
Male to female.
There you go.
Yeah.
What does HRT stand for?
HRT?
Mm-hmm.
What's with acronyms? Terrible.
All these are acronyms. Oh, well, the last 2 aren't acronyms.
Thank God. HRT?
Do you need a hint?
Yes.
I'm currently, and will basically forever be, going through HRT. Do you need another hint?
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. Yes.
Okay, it has to do with me taking testosterone and stuff.
Okay.
It's like the name for that whole process.
HRT?
HRT.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hormone replacement therapy.
Okay, good.
That's what it's called.
Okay.
Okay, this is another one you might need a hint for, but you might not, depending on like if Sydney or your other friend has talked about it.
Okay.
What does SRS stand for?
Oh, goddamn acronyms.
This is the last acronym. It has to do, it's something I don't plan on getting.
SRS?
SRS.
Oh, you said that tonight. At dinner.
Probably, yeah.
Ah, it has to do with the replacement of the sex organs in that, isn't it?
Yeah, sexual reassignment surgery.
Yeah, see,
or,
there you go.
or I think genital corrective surgery, bottom
Yes.
surgery.
Okay.
Alright, here's second last one. What does T stand for?
Testosterone?
Yep. What does E stand for?
Estrogen.
Hey!
Hey.
You did worse than Mom, but it's also really late. And that's the general knowledge.
Okay.
You probably passed. You got 1, 2... Oh no, you failed. Oh wait, no, 3, 4. 4 out of 7. I think that's a pass.
That's still a pass.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Alright, so how long have I been on T?
1 year, and it should be almost up on another month right now.
Yeah. When did I come out as trans? You don't need like an exact date, like years count.
Well, you've been on T for a year, and before that, it was definitely a year before that, before you started actually taking T. So it's probably about 2 years.
Yep.
I remember the text I got. No, I just remember the really long text.
Oh yeah, it wasn't gonna be a short text.
Dad, trans, see ya.
What? What about trans? Were you surprised when I came out?
I don't think I was surprised because you were, you started talking about being, asexual.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Gender fluid.
Yeah, okay.
Very
Sorry,
different
I know,
things.
I know. But you were talking about a lot of those.
Okay.
Because at the time, we were all like, okay, well, what does this mean? What does this mean?
Yeah.
And you talked about it a lot in some of the YouTube videos you were watching and stuff like that, so.
We just took these hints and we're like, alright, gonna prepare myself.
Well, and you were slowly, your hair was getting shorter, you were starting to wear some more masculine clothes.
Yeah.
So it was more of a, okay, you found yourself. I'm happy with that.
Well, that's good, because there's no going back now.
Yeah.
What was your initial reaction when I came out? So I guess, like, when you got the text, because I texted him, because, like I mentioned in my last video, we don't live in the same house, live with my mom. She got a letter under her door. He got a text.
I was like, okay. It's pretty easy going, so I was like, okay. I think I texted you back.
Yeah, I can't remember what you texted me back.
Well, it was just mostly like,
it was supportive.
I don't think I used the word support, but I was more
well, no, but it was like a supportive text.
Yeah.
You were like,
it was
okay, that's cool.
I'm glad, I'm happy that you were able to tell me this.
Yeah.
And also, I'm sure I didn't use support. I used
No.
something else, but it was more, I'm happy for you. You're my kid. If this is what you feel, I'm fine.
I think I also mentioned that I wanted to go by Kyle, and you're like, that might take a while to get yeah, I think you mentioned that might take a while to get used to, along with, like, calling me he, him, and stuff.
Yes.
But that makes sense. Because up to that
point,
I wasn't.
Well, I think I've misused a pronoun once or twice.
Yeah. I don't think you...
But it's been a long time, but I haven't...
I don't think you've messed up with my name since, like, the beginning.
No. I did probably the first couple of months.
Yeah.
Then
but
after
that's
that,
expected. You called me one name for 18 years,
Yeah.
so... but since then...
Did you give them my analogy?
No, you had an analogy?
Yes. About your name. So... Here was my analogy. As he said, I want you to call me by my new name, Kyle. And I said, okay, I don't have an issue with that. I said, but it's going to take a while, so please be patient with me. Because I said, my example was, if, I've been calling a piece of furniture the couch, now all of a sudden I have to call it a fridge. It's going to take some time to change that.
I don't remember that analogy.
Yes, that was my analogy.
Oh, I wish I had saved the text now.
Yes. No, but that was more of a talking conversation we had.
Oh, okay.
That's
probably why I
called you
don't
couch
remember.
for 18 years. I can't just call you fridge now.
I wasn't actually called couch for 18 years.
No. But that was kind of my analogy because you're used to calling somebody something for so long. So.
But that's expected.
Yeah. But I think I correct people more now.
Yeah.
Than
mostly
anything.
my mom and grandma. They still have trouble. Okay, how long did it take for you to see me as a guy?
I think it was about month 8 or 9.
Okay.
Of me taking your tea.
Okay, I'm like, of me coming out or of me being on testosterone?
Of you taking your testosterone because your facial features started to change a little bit.
Yeah.
Your body started changing a little bit. The voice was a definite change. I think it was about at that point I went back and looked at some of your old videos and kind of laughed and oh my god, I got the voice of Kyle.
I don't do that. I don't look at my old videos.
Have to look at an old video. It's awesome.
But, yeah, Mom mentioned the body and stuff too. We actually, the other day, we saw a picture from the Pet Expo from like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh,
No,
okay.
2 or 3 years ago. And like, I was a string bean. Like, my collarbones were popping out. Like, oh my god.
You've
I
beefed
look
up.
malnourished.
You've beefed up a little bit more. You need to work out.
No. Did you know much about trans people before I came out?
Yes.
Yeah, because, well, you have your one friend, Trish.
Yeah, Trish was trans, and I knew her for probably about 2 years before you came out.
Yeah.
So I knew somebody. I knew
In general.
about it, very minor things, but not as in depth.
Yeah.
As I do.
Also, Trish is a trans woman, so didn't know as I'm guessing you didn't know as much about like trans guys.
No.
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 But well, that kind of answers the next question of did you know any trans people before me?
Yes.
What about famous people?
So the only famous person I know, name is Marnie. She works for Alberta Health Services.
Okay.
I consider her kind of famous because she's really well known in the community, and
Oh, I've never heard of her.
yeah, she works in the government and it's she helped Trish in her transition.
Oh, okay.
I consider her
Okay.
a little bit of a celebrity more than anything else.
Mom answered like, so there's Caitlyn Jenner, who's horrible, don't support her, she's so bad for our community, but that's a whole video on itself. And then also, I can't remember his name now, Sharon Osbourne's son.
Oh, I didn't know he was trans.
Yeah, he's like he does a lot for like the trans community and stuff.
Oh.
He was one of the first like early people to come
I
out.
really don't remember ever hearing that.
Yep, he's trans. How do you feel about trans people in general?
They're people. It's like,
Good answer.
how else am I supposed to answer that? They're like anybody else.
I don't know.
They're just a person.
Did you do any research on trans people when I first came out? Because you knew a bit more about like trans women and their side of things because of Trish.
I didn't necessarily do it. Dana got quite intrigued, and
Yeah, Dana's my stepmom. In case you don't know that.
I've seen her in another video.
Yeah, she's been in probably 1 or 2.
Yeah. She did a lot more research. She was more intrigued that way, as to what's going to happen with you and everything, and then she just started watching videos and going on and on and on. But I mean, most of I listened to what she had to say, and then basically everything else that just came from you, because you were like, this is what I'm going to be experiencing, this is what's going to happen to me. So you just basically told me.
I was your research.
Yeah, I didn't really need. I mean, I probably researched a little bit, but not much, because I just had everybody else researching it, and it was okay. I'm fine.
Because when I first came out, like before my medical transition started and stuff, I did a lot of research on testosterone and like what's going to happen and then what surgeries I could have and everything, because I was interested. I suggest you guys do that too. It's interesting.
You just kept filling me in on all that. So.
How did you first feel when I started to transition? Obviously, when I started testosterone.
I mean, you got your haircut, so it was kind of the
Yeah.
What's the next step? And then you started taking the testosterone, so it was more of a you can do this.
Okay.
Like
you got words.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think of the proper words.
Yeah.
That I was kind of feeling at that point. Like you started it because you talked about it. And I'm like, okay. Are you really going through with this?
Yeah, because like I called you. Yeah, I called you the day I got my first shot and stuff. Before I got it, because it was like I left the endocrinologist or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, I got the prescription.
So it was always kind of a. I'm not gonna say phase. That's wrong. It was. I always kind of had the feeling of, you're changing.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the change. Are you okay with the change?
Okay.
So it was more of almost like a small bit of happiness that
Yeah.
okay, you're following through as to
Yeah.
what you want to do and where you're going. So it was kind of a sigh of relief.
Okay.
Almost like
That makes sense.
You're getting there. This is what you're doing. Okay, good. Like I said, when you first told me,
Yeah.
you're my kid. I'm gonna love you either way, whatever way. Like you're my kid. So if this is, what you're feeling and how you think you are and
Yeah.
want to be, okay, I'm cool with that.
That's good, because you're stuck with me. Yeah, I know, there's no returns. What's your opinion on me wanting top surgery?
It's part of your transition.
Yeah.
You've talked about it, so I know
A lot.
Yes. So I know it's something, again, going back to this is what you want to do.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I think it'll probably be weird, maybe the first time I see you topless after your top surgery.
Oh yeah, because you haven't seen me topless since I was
Yeah.
like a child.
Be like, whoa!
Oh right, yeah, they're gone.
Okay.
Right. You can do that now.
Good. I think that will probably just be staring at it in your eyes for
Like, I can't look down. Wait, yes I can, you don't. Ah!
yeah. But I'm fine.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Do you have any fears regarding me being out and so open about my transition online and in public? Because I don't really hide that I'm trans, like, anywhere.
No, because I don't hide it.
No.
Coworkers,
Yeah.
new people that meet me, I tell them. So,
Yeah.
I can kind of see their little awkwardness sometimes.
But you
With
also work
people.
with people from, like, all over the world.
Yeah.
So,
But, no,
yeah. The only fear, like Mom said, was when I first started transitioning, about me going to the bathrooms and stuff.
yeah, that was your big fear.
Well, yeah, I'm
trying-
small. I don't want to
when you-
die.
So, I didn't really have any
Fears about
fears about it. We're not in a massive city.
No.
So I think if it was like we were living inside a big city,
Yeah.
it may have been a little bit different because it would just be more people to be around than that. But being in
Yeah.
a smaller town, smaller city, even going into Edmonton, it's
Yeah.
no, I wasn't really worried.
That's good to know. Oh yeah, regarding him telling his coworkers and stuff, I'm fine with that. But if you're like the parent of a kid who's come out as trans, double check with them, because not every trans person wants everyone to know they're trans. Also, like, ask your kid or whoever first before you do that. I'm just like, I put myself out there online and stuff, so I don't really care. What is something you'd say to other trans kids who don't have supportive parents, in like advice for like the kids?
That's kind of a tough one. There's a lot of support out there.
Yeah.
It has been a lot more people are coming out as trans. There's a lot of support groups out there.
Yeah.
I see a lot of them online and that. The community itself is getting bigger.
Yeah.
They're doing more things. So to try to reach out to that, it's going to be hard because you don't have that support with family members and that, but there are a lot of other people that can support you. You've gotten some messages
Yeah.
through your social media from people inquiring and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
If you can do that, do it. And do your research, because there's a lot of groups out there that can help you.
And like in my last video, the description is going to be full of links to different support websites and then also hotlines you can call for Canada, US, and the UK. I couldn't really find any for anywhere else, but if you're from any other country or even like specific places in those countries, leave like information you have in the comments and stuff so other people can find that, because even though it's online or like over the phone, it can help a lot if you don't have that support of your parents. What's something you want to say to other parents whose kids have just come out to them? So like, obviously, like they're trying to be supportive. Like, what's something you'd give? Let them know.
I go back to, it's your kid. They're your kid. Support them in whatever they're doing. Whether it's, coming out as trans or wanting to be a doctor or deciding they want to grow carrots for a living. It really, does it matter? Like, it's your kid. Be happy for them. Like, be there for them. That's really all it comes down to.
And don't be scared to ask them questions.
Your kid.
Yeah.
Really?
Be there for them, because it's probably going to be a hard time for the first while.
Yeah.
But that's okay, just be there for them.
That's all.
Okay, finally. Is there anything else you want to say / ask to me, or like say to them, or whatever?
I don't think there's anything I want to say to you. I mean...
Oh, I see how it is.
I hate you.
Oh, well, yeah, I already knew that.
No, I mean, you give enough information to me. This is what's happening. This is what's going on. I fully support you. So this is who you are. So no, I mean, anything that's going on with in your transition or with any surgeries and that, you come out and tell me.
Yeah.
And what's usually my reaction?
Why haven't you called them yet? Hurry up and fix that. Okay.
Yeah. Like, it's, I think that's all you really need from me is my support. So, there's nothing else.
Add more gift certificates to that haircut place.
Yes.
He took me, in case you can't tell from the last video, I got a haircut, but I also got my first shave. I don't know how well you can tell on this, but it was really nice.
Yeah. You should maybe put a before and after picture.
Well, if you follow any of my social media
There
on
you go.
Instagram, I posted a before and after picture.
Yeah, there's big difference.
So check that out if you want. You don't have to.
Going from a 17-year-old boy back down to a 15. Right now.
I graduated from 12 to 15 though, so it's looking up.
Yeah.
But
that's for you. For everybody else, like I just said before, it's do your research. If you don't have the parental support, it's unfortunate, but if you do, perfect. Parents, just be there for them. If you don't, find the stuff online. There's enough people out there, there's enough resources out there for you to find that you'll be fine.
And also, like, I forgot to mention this earlier, but you might have other family members that are supportive. So, like, reach out to them too.
There's that too.
But, I think that's all. I'm tired. You're tired.
It's what we're going on almost 2 in the morning.
Woo! Thank you for being a good dad.
Oh,
and always
you're
being
welcome.
there for me.
You're my kid.
You don't have to deal with as many breakdowns as mom, but that's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, make sure to look in the description. There's going to be a lot of helpful links down there for you guys. And next week is probably, I think, my tea vlog. I think. Yeah.
Yes, you're due for one.
Yeah.
You haven't had
And
one in
then
a while.
after that, who knows? I have ideas in here, but when I film them is random. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
So